Hi, my name is Sarah Ferguson, and I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, and I'm a pole vaulter. I used to dance because I went to SCAPA, which is the School for the Creative and Performing Arts. So 4th through 8th grade, I only danced really with a little bit of swim in there. And then finally, summer going into my freshman year, I found a pole vault club and I just fell in love with it. I first started pole vaulting the summer going into my freshman year of high school. And I just went to the first lesson at the club and I just really fell in love with the environment and the people around. And so I ended up having my first meet, I think July of 2018. And from then on, I just kind of always kept pole vaulting and kept wanting to get better. So I joined the track team and here I am. I love the people and the environment in pole vault because you rely on each other for encouragement, because pole vault, it's definitely easy to be scared. And so just being around positive people and always encouraging each other makes the sport really fun. I really like that in this sport, the outcome of my performance is based on the hard work I put in, and it doesn't rely on anyone else doing anything. There's always excuses that could be made, but either it gets done or it doesn't get done, and that's what I like about this sport. Typically, any given week during the season, if I'm competing on Saturday, I will take Sunday off. Mondays, usually pole runs, fast 40-meter sprints. Tuesdays, I will jump and do upper body gymnastics work. So that's a lot of pull-ups, a lot of swinging upside down on a high bar, just little pole vault drills like that, push-ups, exercises on rings. And then Wednesday, I will usually do a shakeout, something light, just move around. Thursday, I will jump again, and I will do fast cleans, explosive med ball exercises, more just throwing the pole vault drills whenever, and Friday shakeout and Saturday compete. My favorite workout is definitely any jump day, but afterwards on Tuesdays, I do a gymnastics upper body workout, which is very high bar based, so pull-ups, swinging upside down, these things called bubkas, where you end up upside down and then you kind of slowly lower yourself and then slowly raise yourself back up. Push-ups, swing-ups on the rings, just a lot of swinging upside down, handstand walks, and a lot of things of that matter, which definitely, as a pole vaulter, are very important just to help move poles into the pit and get on bigger poles, which in turn makes you jump higher. Whenever I wake up in the morning, I definitely just try to get outside and see the sun, even if it's before school. So if that means walking my dogs or just eating breakfast outside, I definitely think that's a big part of something I do every day. Now that school's out, I tend to go to the pole vault gym, go to track practice, and then just fill the rest of my day with spending time with my family and my dogs and the other people in my life. Each day I try to do something if I'm outside of practice, whether that's an extra core workout maybe, or pull-ups in the backyard, or foam rolling, just to get me set up for the next day. On a typical training day, I will have a decently carb-heavy breakfast. I do a lot of peanut butter banana toast with honey, eggs a couple times a week, a lot of Greek yogurt, and just a lot of fruit. Pole vault practices tend to be a little longer. I can be there anywhere from 2 to 5 hours sometimes, and during the longer practices, I'll usually bring a snack. Sometimes it's leftover rice, and sometimes it's just peanut butter banana. But then after practice, I'm usually pretty hungry, and so I'll get lunch, which usually consists of sweet potato, rice, and then salmon or steak or chicken. just something of the sorts, and then some vegetable. I love that pole vault is so unique. There's not really another event in track and field like it. There's always crossover between events just because that's the sport of track and field. But pole vault is so unique in the fact that you can be so good at it, but you have to be in the right headspace to be able to perform at all. And it's so technical, which is something I really like about it, because that means you can always become better in some small way that most people wouldn't even notice. And it always leaves room just to grow and to become a better athlete and a better pole vaulter. In the pole vault community, you definitely need to be surrounded by encouraging people. Pole vault can definitely become scary if you think about it too much or too hard or in a certain way. But once you kind of step away from that, just zone out and realize that your body knows what it's doing and this is what you've practiced for, and you just let yourself perform, pole vault can become so fun and so rewarding. Right before I jump, I will usually say my cues out loud to myself. Usually it's like, keep your hand on your hip when you're running instead of out back. Stay tall, get your feet down, jump up. It definitely changes jump to jump. And then I'll usually hop a couple times, just get my muscles fired up. And after that, it's just kind of getting ready to go, just clearing your mind and trusting yourself. During competing, there's always going to be the external distractions like a gun or wind or people cheering, but it's definitely outdoor season. You're able to focus in because the space is so big. The gun doesn't really, at least for me, the gun doesn't really bother me. The crowd definitely helps actually. But I'd say the biggest factor during outdoor season is the wind or the weather. And at some point, that's just something you have to get over because that's track and field. I'm definitely motivated by the possibility of being better. And I've had people ask me in the past if they think I've peaked, and my answer has always been no, just because I have no reason to think that I've peaked as a 17 or an 18-year-old in high school. And so that's definitely what keeps me going every day. Just knowing that there's always someone out there who is running a little faster than me, jumping higher than me, hitting bigger poles than me, and if they can do it, I feel like there's no reason why I couldn't do it. We have a poster that says, "To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift," by Steve Prefontaine. And I see it a couple times a day, and I don't really always keep those words in my mind, but it is always a good reminder to just let me know that I need to do what I need to do and not to leave anything on the table. Recently, I'd say probably about 2 weeks ago, I jumped 14 feet at an Oldham County field-only track meet, which was definitely a big mark in girls pole vault. So I'm really excited about that. But now the season's not over and we have state this weekend. So getting ready for state, feeling prepared for sure. But I don't necessarily have a height in mind. I'm just going to do what I know I can do and just go out there and compete.